Hi guys, welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Yinky and today I'll be showing you how to make exactly the sleeve you're seeing on the screen. So the inspiration comes from the picture you're seeing on the screen. One of our major designers made the template that I will be using for this sleeve. So actually I don't really know the name of this sleeve, but I know this sleeve is kind of exaggerated sleeve, but it's a flared sleeve that is being manipulated to form this type of sleeve. So as you can see in the video, it's originally a flare sleeve. So I'll be using this Ankara material, and this plain red will be used for the lining. So I actually thought I'll be using a velvet material, but later I changed it to a bridal satin. So here I have like 1 yard to make the two sleeves. 1 yard. So 1 yard will be the length here is almost 32.5, and the breadth, this Ankara is on fold already. The breadth measured 16, so you can see it's like you're using 1 yard. So fold your 1 yard into 4. That's what I have done here. I have folded into 2 and later I folded into 4. So like you want to cut your flare like a 360-degree circle. So here I have almost 16.5 and I needed 15. So I'll mark on 15 right away. And to the other side also, I'll take the same 15. So I have more than what I needed. So here, the next thing is to just at the middle, I will take 16 to form that perfect cone shape for my flare. Actually, that's my own method of measuring my flare if I'm not using a pattern. So here, I will just cut it out like so. So after I cut it out, the next thing is on this same sleeve. You know, this sleeve, we are having the two sleeves all together here. I will take 8 inches here, and this part will fall on the this part will be the tip of my shoulder, will be at the tip of my shoulder. So okay, sorry, this part will be on the armhole, the part that is shorter. So here I'm kind of creating uh, asymmetric an asymmetric shape flare, so whereby one side will be high and one side will be low. So I took 8 inches on this part and took 11 inches on the other part, so that I will have that high low effect. So that part I just chalk will now serve as the part I will fix to the armhole. So I'm trying to get if the measurement of the armhole is there, so that I must have like, because the armhole circumference is just like 18 inches. So I must have more than 9 on fold. So that's what I just got there. You have more than 9 on fold, like you had like 9.5, you'll be able to have your sewing allowance of half inch. So I have the two sleeves cut out. These two sleeves has been cut out, and the next thing is to use this same material, the Ankara material, to cut my lining. And you can see the lining has been cut, and I am putting this add collar stay. So the collar stay is to give the effect, the strong effect. So you can see the collar stays. The other side has gum. That's why I'm using my iron to attach it. So I'm using my lining to turn my main fabric here. I'm using half of an inch sewing allowance, depending on the allowance you want to use for um your sleeve. So like I told you, the longer length of this sleeve takes 11 inches. So if you want more than 11, you can put more than 11, because by the time I turn this, I will not have up to 11 again, because I've used some for turning and I've used some for the sewing allowance on the armhole. So I try to create more length for the armhole circumference. So here I'll be joining this will fall under the armpit. I'll be joining this together on one of the sleeves. I'm handling one of the sleeves right away. So after I have done that, make sure the material you use to lining it is a good material, not normal lining, because that part will also turn out when you are creating your sleeve. So here I'm using half of an inch to join the sleeve together, and then I'm turning to the Ankara side. So this is the sleeve we are creating, as you can see in the picture. So you can see the way I flip it over, that's what we are creating. So you can see it in the beginning of the video how I flip it over. So I'll just fold it into equal half on that mid shoulder, and tack it with my hand needle. So I'm trying to take the measurement that is here. We have almost 12 or 10 inches there for the length of the sleeve at the end of the creating that type of sleeve. So here I'll just hold my sleeve. I will make sure I centralize it. So you can see it's a perfect flare sleeve, perfect 360-degree sleeve, which is asymmetric in nature. So this asymmetric nature will bring out the effect on this part. So I'll just fold into equal half like so and tack it to the shoulder tip. I will tack it to the shoulder tip like this. So make sure you take it firmly, and after you have take it, that's when you are now going to do any design you want to create. You can now create it at this point. So I'll first of all tack it. So whatever I have done to one side of the sleeve, I will do to the other side of the sleeve also, so that it will be uniform. So here, after I'm done tacking, I'm going to cut the thread and make sure that part is neat and invisible. So here I have my sleeve. Now we'll move on to the second sleeve after I'm done with this. So you can see the back view. You can see the back view. You can see how beautiful it is. So on the second sleeve now, whatever you have done to one sleeve, you do to the other sleeve. Then I'm going to show you how this is. Sometimes you can see what I'm creating on the other sleeve is different from the first sleeve. So you can see I flipped red the red part, the plain red. I flip it over to the other side. You can see that it's different. So it's still the same sleeve, but the arrangement is just different. So whatever I've done to this one, I will do to the other. So I will be showing you, this type, the one that is on Vicky James is like the other one that I've just done. So, and this one that I'm fixing is like the Ankara picture that I showed you. So it's still the same flared sleeve that is used to create the two types of sleeves. So just make sure when you are creative about it, you can see the difference, because it's the way you arrange it is just what makes it different. So fashion design is all about being creative, and if you have done it this way, you have the Ankara sleeve, and if you have done it the other way around, you have that on Vicky James. So that's all about this sleeve. I hope you've learned one thing or the other in this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so before the end of this tutorial, and give this video thumbs up and likes. Thanks, and keep watching this channel. Bye for now.